How to Eat to Live, Book 2, by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Chapter 22, Always Prepare a Good Meal. Since God Almighty has given us the truth, the spiritual truth, then He, Allah, must give us physical guidance to protect the life of the spiritual truth. There are many varieties of food that the earth produces to which we can help ourselves if we want. But there's only a small amount of the variety of foods that we can eat in order to live and prosper. The white race has produced all kinds of foods, but they are not all good for human consumption in the way of enjoying good health and long life. Eating the wrong food can cause you to suffer much sickness. The Bible has a very ignorant way of teaching us the proper foods. In the beginning of the creation of Adam, in Genesis, it says, "Every herb and all the fruits of the trees are good for you to eat." It is ignorant to believe such a thing as that. You try it, eating all of these things, and you will die. The earth produces every kind of fruit for every kind of life on the earth, whereas the monkey can live off nuts and bananas, and other animals thrive on such foods. Just these foods will destroy us. Making our stomachs digest nuts will shorten our lives. If we make a habit of living off the flesh of their lives, it will shorten our lives. Our stomachs are not made by nature to digest flesh, and yet continue to produce or prolong our lives because the flesh wears away the stomach. The eating of the flesh of other creatures is not good for our flesh. There are many varieties of sea flesh, fish as we call it, that we go to sea to capture for food. We should be careful not to eat every fish, because every fish is not good to eat. If a fish weighs 50 pounds, we should not eat it. God Almighty has taught me that it is too hard on our digestive system. He, Allah, said to me that even eating peanuts, walnuts, and all of the other types of nuts you find these people, white people, eating will take away 5 years of your life. Just one meal of them destroys 5 years of your life. Question the doctors on how the nuts react in the stomach against good health and the prolongation of life. They will bear witness. There is one flesh that the enemy has brought us to eat that is an abomination in the eyes of Allah God. That is the flesh of the swine. You cannot even join unto your own people today if you are a swine eater. White America will do its utmost to test you if you say you do not love the swine. This proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that the white race is an enemy to the law of Allah God and wishes to make every one of us disobey the law of Allah God. What God said, "Thou shalt not do," they teach you to do. The white race has been an enemy of Allah God ever since they were made. Therefore, their way of eating shortens life. Sometimes their life is less than half of 100 years. By eating this poison food 3 times a day, you cut off 2/3 of your life. Always prepare yourself a good meal once a day and do not eat any more until the next day at the same time, if you can. You will find a change in the way you feel, and you will find that you can say to the doctor, "I do not need you and your poison drugs." We cannot blame doctors for commercializing on us after they have studied for their profession, for it makes them anxious to benefit from their profession. The proper way to live is the way that nature and the guidance of Allah God teaches us to. Purchase the books, CDs, and DVDs of the life-giving teachings at store.finalcall.com. Listen to the messages of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan 24/7 at finalcallradio.com. Watch the Nation of Islam's weekly and live broadcasts at NOI.org.